What it do, gang? It's your boy Luke back with another video. And we in the shop today. Y'all can see we in the shop. Yeah, we in the shop. So what had happened was my I just keep having problems out of this doggone transmission. Not too many problems though. I mean, it ain't like real bad, but the transmission plug seal, has been dripping, and it looks like it's still dripping. Yep, it's dripping. It's dripping double time. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. So look, you see right there, I've had that pan under there for like 2 days, and it's just been dripping like crazy. I know where it's dripping from. See, it's just dripping. I know where it's dripping from. It's dripping from this seal. I'm getting ready to get up under there. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. Yeah. Let me get up under there. Show y'all what I'm talking about. See that seal right there? It's leaking from that seal. Yep, leaking from that seal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the pan. I got another filter and I got more training fluid. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the pan and try to put a new, I ain't gonna say try, I'm gonna put a new O-ring on that transmission harness. And damn, camera dirty. Yeah, I'm putting a new seal on that transmission harness, and then we're gonna button it back up because I just can't withstand anything leaking on this truck, because I'm ready to move on to the performance. Move on to the performance type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that, and then probably gonna get to work on that doggone Volvo. Yeah. But I know y'all been missing the OBS content. So yeah. There's G-Pop right there. I hadn't drove it in a week. And then y'all know my son driving a doggone Tahoe. But as soon as he figures out something about a car, I'm gonna do more content on the Tahoe, which is not there because he's currently driving it. And yeah, still got the Yukon right there. I actually got I gotta put like a solenoid or something in that Yukon. But that Yukon, man, that Yukon rides so doggone, it rides so good. Like, I've taken it to Greenville, Charlotte. I mean, I've just been all over in that thing, you know what I'm saying? And it rides good, so I can't really too much complain about it. But I'm gonna drop that pan and swap out the fluid and change the gasket and change that seal, and I'll be back once it's not dripping anymore. All right. We're back in the shop again. And I got everything buttoned up yesterday. Now we're working on other things. So I had to take the seal. I took the seal out of this transmission right here because this is the original transmission to the white truck. And this seal, that rubber O-ring, it fit this one. And the one that was in this one fit the other transmission. So I don't know what the deal is with that one, because this rubber O-ring is actually smaller. But in order to get to that rubber O-ring, I had to take this out, and I had to take the this solenoid out right here. Took that solenoid, popped it out, unclipped this, popped that out, and then this right here popped out. And I had to do the same thing for the truck. I was finna swap the whole harness, But then I got to thinking, I'm like, I ain't gonna swap the whole harness because the harness in the other one is new, and yeah. So I swapped out the O-ring. Now I gotta put all this right here back together, which it'll happen. It'll happen one of these days, but it's not gonna happen right now. This is my plethora of tools that I got strode all over the place. I need to actually organize all my stuff. That's what I need to do. I need to organize it, but we're changing spark plugs, and we're gonna change the spark plugs in in the Tahoe. Chocolate girl, man. Let me find this doggone spark plug socket and I'll be back. All right, I found it. Found the spark plug socket. Now I need a couple of extensions. Yeah. Get off of there. Definitely gonna need all this. Yep. And I'm gonna go over here. We have to rotate the tires on this doggone thing too. Trying to train this boy how to do the maintenance on this right here. But he did take it upon himself to go buy the spark plugs this morning. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. With them spark plugs, yeah. Because before he started driving it, it needed spark plugs. But you know, if you got the copper core spark plugs for this motor right here, I wouldn't recommend running the Iridium plugs, even though it may seem like a good idea, because when them Iridium plugs go, they go. They go. It's either they work or they don't in this motor. In other motors, it might misfire. In this one, it is not going to misfire. It's going to quit. So the copper plugs, this is what they call from the factory. OE original. That's what I recommend, especially if you don't if the motor's not modified. So, because these right here, whenever they go bad, they will still work. The tolerance spec will be out a little bit, and it may misfire a hair, you know, but you'll be able to tell. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and knock these doggone spark plugs out, and we'll be black. We'll be black. We'll be black. Yeah. What it do? It's a couple days later. It's a few days later, and I extended this video out. I didn't really vlog this weekend, but I felt like you guys should know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm changing the spark plugs in G-Pop. Now listen, I haven't really done anything to this motor since I've had the truck. I think all I did was put I put a cold air intake on it, and I didn't change the plugs because the guy that I got the truck from, he changed the plugs. But I'm gonna show you what not to do. I'm gonna show you guys what not to do. If you guys are running the stock 5.7 non-modified, the stock 5.7, do not, and I repeat, do not run Iridium plugs in this truck. Don't do it. I know you might have a little extra money. You might be like, oh, I'm going with the big dog plugs. No, because the Iridium plug, this truck right here was out before the Iridium plugs came into existence. You know what I'm saying? So if you put Iridium plugs in this truck right here, and listen, I've tried and I've tested it. So I know when there's Iridium plugs in, you know, so I was on the interstate the other night and I was going along at a good speed and I lost a plug. And those of you guys that know, whenever you lose a Iridium plug, like it's sporadic. So like you'll be like, and then it'll kind of like you'll be misfiring on one cylinder, and then like you'll slow down and it'll pick back up. So I was like, oh man, I was like, I lost a plug. So I go and I check the plugs. Let me show y'all these plugs. I go and I check these plugs, and look at that. Focus. Let me get my face out of the way. Y'all see that? First off, this is a Iridium plug, and it's an auto light. This is an auto light plug. That's Ford. That is a Ford plug, Iridium. And the guy that I got this truck off of, he was a Ford guy. So of course he's gonna run auto light plugs and whatever. So I don't blame him on that. But look at the gap on that. You see the gap on that? Look, let's check the gap. Hold on. Let me set you guys down. We're gonna check the gap on this right here. Now I'm only like these Iridium plugs, you're not supposed to gap them at all. Like you're not even supposed to drop them. If you bump this plug brand new, it's shot. Something's gonna break inside of it. But I'm gonna gap this plug, or I'm gonna put the gap in here because this is a used plug, and I want to show you guys the gap on the plug and where it's supposed to be at. Okay. Look at that. Y'all see that? The gap on that plug is 0.060. Okay. Now, the gap that you're supposed to be running on a double platinum, which is what they put in from the factory, double platinum AC Delco. Okay. Like if you want your truck to run good, double platinum AC Delco. It's supposed to be here. Focus. There we go. It's supposed to be there. It's supposed to be 0.035. But I like to set mine on this side. So when I gap my plugs, I gap them like right there. I gap them right where it's touching. Probably like 0.033 or 34, right around in there. Because as the plug wears, it's gonna wear where it needs to be, which will give you what you need. But with this plug being way over here at point, with that plug, I mean, that gap is just crazy, man. And like this thing was misfiring too, and I was like, man, why is it misfiring? So I didn't think that it was Iridium plugs in this truck. I just thought that maybe, you know, I knew that the plugs were bad, but I didn't know that they were Iridium plugs. If I knew that they were Iridium plugs from the beginning, I would have changed them out immediately. But I'm gonna show you guys where I got my plugs gapped at. Let me set y'all right there. Don't fall. Okay. I'm gonna set you guys right there, and I'm gonna show you where I got my plug gapped at. That way you can kind of see a comparison. So look. Come on, focus now. Okay, look. You see that? This right here is set at a 0.0. It's like a 0.033. Okay. And y'all seeing where this is at. You can see the difference, man. You can see the difference. There you go. Yeah. I just wanted you guys to see that. And this is what I'm running right here. You see that? This is what I'm running. Double platinum spark plugs, genuine GM, OE. This is a OE plug. That is the best plug to run in any OBS. Any OBS. I've never had a plug run better. I mean, I've ran Bosch's. I've ran auto lights. I've ran NGKs. They are not designed for this truck. Go with a AC Delco double platinum. That's what they put in it from the factory. I mean, especially if you're not modified. Now, you know, like if you're modified and you got a cam and I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a stock 5.7. So I don't want y'all in the comment section talking about, well, I run this right here and blah, 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 blah. Listen, GM says to run that right there. Okay? That's what GM says. So don't be in my comment section talking trash. You know what I'm saying? Because I've tried and tested all these plugs and I know. And I know that Bosch, if you don't have a Volkswagen, don't put them Bosch plugs in your American car. Bosch works really good in European stuff. And like the Denso, I think Denso is like Nissan, Autolite is Ford, NGK is like, you know, Nissan, Toyota. You know what I'm saying? Like it works in those cars, but not in this truck. But anyway, that was my little rant. That was my little rant for you guys right there. So I'm finna get back to doing what I was doing. Which is change them doggone spark plugs. And if anything interesting happens between now and whenever I upload this video, man, I will be back. I will be back if anything interesting happens. But nothing, I really hadn't been in the shop. I have not been in the shop. I have cleaned out the shop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I've cleaned it out a little bit and I've moved some stuff over there. But I really haven't done anything. So, and probably gonna be getting rid of the Eclipse. The Eclipse is on the chopping block. It has to go. But I do have something coming to the channel and I can't wait to surprise you guys with it. I don't know if y'all gonna be as excited as me, but I'm super duper excited. And it's something for G-Pop. And those of you who have been watching my videos, y'all probably already know what it is. And yeah, man, I think I'm gonna end this video right here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it. So if you haven't already, man, do me a favor, hit that like, share, comment, subscribe, join the Fizzle Gang. And with that being said, I'm out, gang.